On Friday, the 7th of August 2026, Christy Knowings had an asthma attack. It was the kind of medical emergency that happens to people every single day and that most people recover from. 5 days later, she was gone. The former Nickelodeon star, who made an entire generation of kids laugh every Saturday morning, has died at just 46 years old. And the story of exactly what happened in those 5 days is heartbreaking. Today, we're telling the real story of Christy Knowings, from her breakout role alongside Amanda Bynes, to the quiet, private life she built after leaving Hollywood, to the final days her family spent by her side. The news was first reported by TMZ on Thursday, the 13th of August 2026, and quickly confirmed by outlets including Variety, Deadline, and Forbes. According to a family member who spoke with TMZ, Knowings suffered an asthma attack on Friday, August 7th. An attack severe enough that it caused brain damage. She was immediately hospitalized and placed on life support as doctors worked to help her. She remained on life support through the following Tuesday, when her family made the devastating decision to remove her from it. Christy Knowings passed away that evening, August 11th, at a Los Angeles area hospital. Her aunt, Tylea Joseph, shared the news publicly in an emotional Facebook post, writing that her brother Charles's daughter, whom she called Chrissy, had passed away, describing her as an outstanding actress, comedian, and twin sister, and an amazing daughter. Christy's manager, Al Hill, also released a statement to Variety, remembering her as a multi-talented woman who was always creating, whether through singing, acting, or dancing, and who remained professional and dedicated to her work throughout her career. Tributes poured in quickly from former castmates. Kenan Thompson, who worked alongside Knowings during their years on Nickelodeon, wrote an emotional post saying the news hit hard, adding that he could never have imagined this day, and sending love to her family, calling her a real one and one of the funniest people out there. As several outlets have noted, Christy Knowings is now the second former All That cast member to die this year, following the death of castmate Kiana Underwood in a hit-and-run incident in Brooklyn back in January. Christy Knowings was born on the 25th of February 1980 in the Bronx, New York, and grew up alongside her twin brother, Chris Knowings, who would go on to have his own long career in television and film. The two shared an unusually close creative bond from a young age, both finding their way into acting during childhood. Christy's earliest screen credit came in 1994, with a guest role on the Fox drama series New York Undercover. Her true breakthrough came when she was cast in And Now This, a Nickelodeon sketch, comedy special produced by Rosie O'Donnell. That special became her audition, in a sense, for the opportunity that would define her career. In 1997, Christy Knowings joined the cast of Nickelodeon's All That, one of the most influential kids' sketch comedy shows of its era, stepping into the role previously held by Trisha Dixon. She joined the show for its 4th season, alongside fellow newcomers Danny Tamborelli and Leon Frierson, becoming part of a cast that already included future stars like Kenan Thompson, Kel Mitchell, Nick Cannon, and Amanda Bynes. Over 3 seasons, appearing in 32 episodes between 1997 and 2001, Knowings brought a wide range of memorable characters to life. She played Penny Lane, a role passed down through several actresses over the years. She played Lieutenant Fondue. She played Yoko on the CJ and the Cloudy Nights sketch. And most memorably, she starred as Jessica in the fan-favorite recurring sketch, Whatever, performing directly opposite Amanda Bynes in one of the show's most quoted bits of the era. She later returned for a guest appearance during the show's 10th anniversary special, a nod to how fondly fans remembered her time on the series. After stepping away from All That, Knowings continued working steadily, if more quietly, within the industry. Between 2008 and 2011, she appeared in 3 episodes of Sesame Street, sharing the screen with her twin brother, Chris, who had built an especially long-running relationship with the show, appearing in over 100 episodes across nearly 3 decades. Christy also pursued music later in life, releasing a folk single titled To the World in 2020, a creative outlet that showed her continued desire to perform and create, even outside the spotlight of network television. What makes Christy Knowings' death so difficult to process is exactly how sudden it was. This wasn't a long, publicized illness. It was a single asthma attack. On an ordinary Friday, that spiraled into a medical emergency severe enough to cause brain damage within hours. Her family made the excruciating decision, just 5 days later, to remove her from life support, a decision no family should have to make, and one that speaks to how quickly this tragedy unfolded. As of this recording, no further medical details beyond the asthma attack and resulting brain damage have been made public. And out of respect for her family during this incredibly difficult time, we won't speculate further. Christy Knowings' family has been at the center of how the world learned of her passing and how she's being remembered. Her aunt, Tylia Joseph, spoke publicly and lovingly about her niece, referring to her by the affectionate family nickname Chrissy. Her twin brother, Chris Knowings, remained one of the most significant relationships of her life, both personally and professionally, the two having shared not just a childhood, but overlapping careers in the entertainment industry for decades. Public reporting on Knowings' death has focused primarily on her immediate and extended family, and no information about a spouse or children has been part of the public record surrounding her life or passing. Given the nature of Christy Knowings' career, primarily children's television work in the late 1990s and early 2000s, followed by a quieter, more independent path in music and occasional acting, no verified net worth figure exists publicly for her. Unlike some of her more famous All That castmates who went on to major mainstream fame, Knowings largely stepped back from the traditional spotlight after her Nickelodeon years, choosing a lower-profile creative path instead. Her value, by every tribute shared since her passing, was measured far more in the joy she brought to an entire generation of Nickelodeon viewers than in any financial figure. Christy Knowings' story is a powerful, difficult reminder of just how quickly life can change. She wasn't someone managing a long-term illness in the public eye. She was a working actress and mother figure to a generation of 90s kids, living her life when a routine health condition turned catastrophic in a matter of days. Her story is also, in its own way, a celebration of a very specific kind of legacy, the kind built not on headlines or awards, but on the simple, lasting joy of making children laugh on Saturday mornings, a gift that an entire generation of now-adult fans clearly still remembers with real affection. Christy Knowings gave 3 seasons of All That, some of its most memorable, funniest moments, standing shoulder to shoulder with castmates who would go on to become some of the biggest names in comedy. From Whatever to Sesame Street, her work brought genuine joy into homes across the country. She leaves behind her twin brother Chris, her aunt Tylia, and an entire generation of fans who grew up watching her on their television screens every week. Rest in peace, Christy. Thank you for the laughter you gave to all of us. If Christy Knowings and her work on All That meant something to your childhood, we'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment below sharing your favorite sketch or memory of her. And if you want more respectful, in-depth tributes to the stars who shaped our childhoods, don't forget to subscribe to Your Star Facts.